He is.
Think the rematch with Roach versus Gervonta can actually be more exciting than the first one. In my opinion, I've said this many times.
Saying like, nah, like Roach is a hell of a fighter. He proved he was a hell of a fighter, so he need to get that credit. He's a hell of a fighter. I don't know who's gonna win that rematch.
Gervonta Davis locked eyes with Lamont Roach in an intense face-off. Tank confidently dismissed Roach's punching power, signaling he still remembers their last bout. This time around, Davis seems more emotionally charged and focused, clearly indicating he's prepared to dominate and make a bold statement in the highly anticipated rematch.
I'm ready, man. I'm happy to be at this point. I feel as though the talking is over. It's time is now, so I'm ready. We've been working hard in this camp.
The rematch between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach brings emotional and competitive intensity. Davis maintains that the previous draw was unfair and that victory was rightfully his. This unresolved outcome fuels his drive. Meanwhile, Roach trains relentlessly, aiming to show his power caused Davis's knee injury, raising stakes for an epic showdown.
Lamont Roach throwing his hands fast as hell. He's in the gym preparing. I think the rematch with Roach versus Gervonta can actually be more exciting than the first one. In my opinion, I've said this many times, the actual fight itself wasn't that crazy. The crazy thing is what you've never seen before, the knee. But as far as a boxing match, it was, if you look at the copy box, they didn't throw a lot of punches. It wasn't like, it wasn't really a great fight. But as far as the fight itself, this second one can't, because I think Tank is coming for blood. He's not going to pull his punches at all. I don't think he really did the first time, but I'm not sure how well he prepared or how mentally focused he was. I think you're going to get the very best Tank in a rematch, and you may just get an even better Lamont Roach, since Lamont Roach don't have to speculate if he's good enough. He fought Tank. He has more confidence now than he did before, and he felt that he was robbed. So he's going to be on one. I think the rematch is going to be far more exciting.
Tank Davis is fueled by a relentless desire to silence doubters and reclaim dominance in his division. His intense training includes explosive strength, speed drills, and tactical sharpening. Davis knows each detail matters now, correcting flaws from their last fight. He's focused on delivering a definitive win to reassert his elite status.
Everybody really think Tank go take the L. I've been seeing it. They say it's over. They think that this time Lamont go in more confident, knowing that basically he can, really take it to Tank. Yeah, I want him to go in there confident. He's very skilled. Go in there confident, because you gonna go up against a different Tank. Like I told y'all in previous videos, he go in there confident, thinking he could walk Tank down. Don't forget, with Tank, if he get you on that button, them lights going off. I don't care who you is. Remember how it ended up with Frank Martin? So yeah, don't go in there thinking that you going against like somebody that, like Ryan Garcia, somebody that's gonna fold. You're going against Gervonta Tank Davis. And I think that confidence is what's gonna get Lamont dropped. Because one thing I will say, with Tank, that wasn't your best fight against Lamont, bro. I feel like you was in your head too much. You was overconfident, and you was really just, your mind was in y'all story, the lore and everything with y'all history. You ain't going there like, I'm fighting a stranger. You going there like, oh, this Lamont, this from the same camp, we from the same area. But now I think that whole situation woke him up, because you got to think, Tank not used to losing. He not used to people being against him. He not used to being the one that like got to step back from a situation. That's why I think he's being hushed right now, because when he come this time, it ain't no talking. And that's why I think it's scary, because we never see Tank in that mode where he don't say a word. I think this gonna be a different Tank. And what's crazy is Tank used to be like that in the beginning, like when he was with Floyd. Like, I'm talking about Tank with the fade, with the waves, bro. He ain't used to be on that showboat and stuff until he got, like, a little bit more in the boxing, thing. Of course, once you with Floyd, you're gonna start being flashy and doing backflips off the ring.
Roach's strategy for the rematch centers on intense discipline and sharp focus. His first training session signals a new level of preparation. Aware of what's at stake, he's refining his physical form and boxing technique. Every punch, dodge, and round reflects his mission to push past Davis and make a statement.
Lamont Roach in training camp, ready for one of the biggest rematches in 2025 against Gervonta Tank Davis, one of the biggest faces.
Lamont Roach approaches the rematch with maturity and deep respect for Davis. He knows the last bout ended in a stalemate, and now there's less room for error. Roach's public comments reveal a thoughtful fighter ready for anything. He's not underestimating Tank, treating the second fight like a brand new battle.
How many rematches have you fought?
0.
What do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, it's a good question. It's gonna be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder. If that didn't get me the win, and I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not gonna lie, I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gears?
100% for a fact. I think he might have some more gears, but I fought the best Gervonta that night. I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter. Hell of an IQ, great punching power, good speed, and a really good boxing ability. A lot of people underrate that. Don't think because of what I did, y'all think y'all can just go in there and think y'all can have the same night, you know what I'm saying, or do the same thing. He still will go upside your head and crack you, and you know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor. Everybody not built the same, and that's what people getting messed up. He did a whole lot of things that was good in that fight, a whole lot, and I'm telling you right now, if he wasn't as good of a fighter as he was, that would have been, you know what I'm saying, I would have steamrolled. Don't get that misconstrued. He's still the guy he is. It's just he ran into a guy that's on the same level.
This rivalry stretches far beyond one fight. It's a career-defining saga. Davis built a reputation as a feared finisher, but Roach exposed cracks in that image by withstanding his power. The experience taught both sides valuable lessons. Roach, now more confident, returns armed with insight and a stronger, refined game plan.
Version he shows up with, and no disrespect to Roach, but you know what I mean.
No, that is disrespect for the Roach, and like y'all fight fans gotta realize that is disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, he in there fighting another grown man that ain't going for none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you don't think Roach is gonna come with another game plan or something better or this, that, and third? So when they had a rematch, are y'all still gonna say, oh, Take's still not his full self ever since he fought whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like, Roach is a hell of a fighter. He proved he was a hell of a fighter, so he need to get that credit. He's a hell of a fighter. I don't know who's gonna win that rematch. I honestly feel like Tank is losing love for the sport, or he lost the love for the sport, and he's no longer hungry anymore.
Well, that's what I was getting at.
Yet you got a guy that's just super hungry and never had no attention, now getting all his attention, and now he get around 2 of his attention. Is like, shit, that's kind of hard to beat. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Tank is still a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's 50-50. And to your point, we were saying, okay, he lost love of the sport.
Insight from Keshin Davis adds complexity to the storyline. He views the rematch as balanced, impacted by Gervonta's emotional state. Keshin suggests Davis may lack passion, possibly weakening his ring performance. Meanwhile, Roach appears, sharp and hungry. This contrast builds drama between a fading star and a determined contender.
Better. But they've known each other. These two have known each other for a while. Does Lamont Roach just understand a way to beat or frustrate Tank in a way that others don't? You know what I mean? Like, has he just found it, so to speak? Like, I have a lot I want to find out after that, because the first fight was so controversial. I think leaving it up to a draw is fine, whatever, even though under the letter of the law, Tank probably should have lost this fight, and probably would have if they counted the knockdown when he took a knee. He blamed it on grease. I assume he won't on his hair. And it could get greasy. Like, Amanda Serrano was like, yo, that's what fucking put me out of a fight in Puerto Rico. And then we were subjected to her beating the shit out of Stevie Morgan not that long later. So like, that's kind of what it is. But I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this because of the first fight. And I think you have to give Lamont Roach a real shot, even though I still would say Tank figures it out and gets it done and takes it more seriously this time.
Yeah, I think that because they're so familiar with each other, like, these guys fought each other when they were kids, and then Lamont Roach comes into the ring and listen, regardless, like Lamont Roach came in there and he was confident. And I don't think a lot of people believed that he was going to be able to get it done against Tank. People thought that Tank was going to knock him out. Here's the thing though, Tank is actually super skilled. Like he doesn't throw a lot. When he does, he's extremely accurate, but he does have skill. And what he does is he reels in his fighters and he ends up landing big shots on them that end up knocking his opponent out.
Respected voices in boxing have praised Lamont Roach, reinforcing his credibility. Shakur Stevenson lauded Roach's balance of offense and defense. His skills go beyond power. Timing and smarts make him dangerous. Joe Rogan's hype proves this isn't just another bout. It's an emotionally driven war fueled by ambition and rivalry.
What do you think, considering you were one of the handful of people to pick Lamont Roach, giving him a tough fight? What do you
I think it's dangerous for him to go back in there and fight Lamont. I think Lamont is a hell of a fighter. I can see that going left. So he better be on his A game.
Did you think Lamont won the first fight? 154 and fight.
I asked two questions at the same time. I ain't hear shit y'all just asked.
You really want to move up to 154 after this fight? Kind of thing?
Yo, I kind of said 154. I probably was stretching it. I'm stretching 154, but I'll fight him at 147. 147, me and Conor could get it in.
Shakur, Johnny Boy Boxing and fight him. If you beat Zepeda, do you feel that's the toughest test of your career? And they'll give you the credit if you win?
Who knows? It's a never-ending process,
For Roach, this rematch is a shot at boxing immortality, not money. Beating someone as established as Davis would elevate his career and legacy. Behind closed doors, Roach's camp emphasizes his focus and drive. His father shared how Davis respected Roach's danger from the start, strategically cautious, not afraid. Promotion forced the fight forward, ensuring fans a fierce, unforgettable battle and a sequel they can't miss.
In camp, so knowing the coaches, they knowing us, work is both ways. It ain't just our way, coming from both sides. So, but no, was I shocked? No. I think Tank tried to tell y'all. Calvin tried to tell y'all, Burry tried to tell y'all, but they didn't want to hear it. They just so stuck on trying to force Tank to fight who they want him to fight. And it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So it just was made for a great fight. So people need to just sit back and get ready for part 2.
It's gonna be epic, man. I can't wait for part 2, man. Do you got anything to say to the fans, about part 2, about anything that you got going on coming up, social media, anything?
No, just say get ready, man. Put your seatbelts on, and when that thing happen, man, make sure y'all support. Come to the fight, buy the fight, and be the biggest fan, cheering whoever you're cheering for, no matter. But you're gonna see another great performance by the Reaper, man. The Reaper ain't playing. He got a big bag, like you said, big 2 bag.
What do you think the difference would be, though?
You gonna see the difference. I believe we want to fight. Nobody can tell us different. The majority of the world believe we want to fight. So you're gonna see. Both of them gonna raise their level. Both of them. So yeah, they're gonna make for a greater fight.
Evander Holyfield's legendary resilience and smarts in outmaneuvering Tyson Roach's first fight with Davis. Many expected Roach to fall quickly, but he stood strong, showing tactical brilliance. His toughness disrupted the image of Davis as an unstoppable puncher. Like Holyfield, Roach proved mindset and strategy matter most.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So many people are predicting that history is repeating itself. History is repeating itself, right? We had a similar situation where we had 2 guys face off against one another. One guy was a massive favorite, had taken a loss, and was seen to be too small, right? And I'm talking about Evander Holyfield versus Iron Mike Tyson. Iron Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield was a major fight. A major fight. But Iron Mike Tyson was viewed as a destroyer. Okay? He was the baddest man on the planet. He was indestructible. The fact that he lost to James Buster Douglas was an anomaly because Mike Tyson wasn't focused and he overlooked.
Comparisons between Davis versus Roach and iconic clashes like Tyson versus Holyfield amplify the storyline. Both fights tell the classic tale, a dominant champion being tested by a courageous underdog with not just heart, but also skills and belief. The emotional and historical weight makes this rivalry even more compelling.
He never truly hurt Lamont Roach, hit him with good, clean punches, but never got hurt. Lamont Roach ate the punches, similar to Holyfield, where we seen him get hit with some big punches from Mike Tyson, but weathered the storm. But he visibly hurt Mike Tyson more than Mike Tyson hurt him, and it was shocking. And this, because of the Holyfield-Mike Tyson situation, it makes the Lamont Roach Tank Davis fight that much bigger. Reason being is the intrigue now, because that's the most recent situation that you can compare to with high-profile fighters, right? You got a champion. Now, again, Holyfield came up. Holyfield was undisputed at cruiserweight. Lamont Roach is just the WBA champion, right? But there's similarities. There's a lot of similarities, and the question has to be asked: does Lamont Roach just have Gervonta Tank Davis's number?
Lamont Roach isn't just aiming to win on points. He's gunning for a knockout to leave, no doubt. His intense camp targets precision, power, and endurance. Taking out a name like Davis would catapult him to stardom. Roach is driven by glory, legacy, and a burning passion to join boxing's elite legends.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real good. I can't wait, honestly. You know, it's what we've been waiting for, especially after today. The media workout gave me a little boost. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a little excited. I'm a little excited right now.
I know that's right. And I know you're going to be in Brooklyn, New York. So are you going to be having anybody special walk you out, or are you going to have any custom gear for this fight?
I'm gonna have the custom gear is going. The custom gear is gonna be one to look out for. That's gonna be a statement right there. And yeah, I'm gonna have an artist walk me out too. I'm gonna have an artist walk me out.
Is it a rapper or a singer? Can I get that much? It's a rapper.
It's a rapper. Okay. You know what? A singer will be hard though. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody come out with a singer.
Nope. It's always been a rapper.
I gotta think about that.
Gervonta has claimed that he will be retiring after this year, but is your plan or your agenda is to knock him out so that you send him to retirement earlier?
My initial plan is to win, but every time I fight, I'm trying to knock somebody out. So, so you know, if that happens in the midst of it, you know, that'd be a blessing. That'd be definitely something that I work for, because I work my ass off. But yeah, if he on his way out, well, why not kick his ass out?
With this fight, you are considered a major underdog. Does that give you any type of momentum or fuel to prove people wrong?
Yeah, it does in a sense, but yeah, it do for sure. I ain't gonna lie. I like to prove people wrong, and I damn sure like to prove myself right. So yeah, it definitely gives me an incentive. And like I said before, I've been here before. The Hector fight, they had me duck. Right now, they really got me. They really got me. So, you know, it's an agenda. I got it on the agenda to upset a lot of people.
That wraps up today's coverage. Make sure you stay tuned for more.